Contract of sale. A contract of sale where one party obliges himself to transfer ownership, and that party is called the seller, and the other party to pay a price certain in money or its equivalent, and that party is called the buyer. So parties in a contract of sale, the seller and the buyer. Again, the seller obliges himself to transfer ownership, not only to transfer ownership, but also to deliver a determinate thing. While the buyer, the obligation of the buyer, is to pay the price certain in money or its equivalent. Elements of a contract of sale, essential elements, just like in any other contract, there are three essential elements: consent, determinate object, price certain in money, or cost or consideration. Take note that in a contract of sale, the consideration should be price certain in money or its equivalent. It cannot be of another thing. It should be price for it to be considered sale. Okay. If there are essential elements, there are also natural elements. Okay, these natural elements will be discussed in the succeeding lectures. Accidental elements. Okay. Characteristics of a contract of sale: consensual, meaning it is perfected by mere consent. It does not require delivery for it to be perfected. Unlike in our real contracts, wherein it requires delivery for it to be completed or perfected, in a contract of sale, mere consent by the parties already perfected the contract of sale. Principal capable of standing alone. A contract of sale is a principal contract, meaning it is capable of standing alone without the need of another contract as opposed to your accessory contracts. Example of accessory contracts: your mortgage, your pledge. Okay. A contract of sale is bilateral. Okay, it creates reciprocal obligation between the parties, meaning both parties, the seller and the buyer, has its own obligation. So, meron silang rights, meron din silang obligation, kaya siya bilateral. Okay? Onerous, meaning there is a valuable consideration given by both parties. May kapalit, hindi siya libre. Onerous, as opposed to gratuitous, like your donation, a donation is a gratuitous contract, libre, free. In your contract of sale, it is onerous. There is a valuable consideration given by both parties. A contract of sale is also a commutative contract. The consideration exchange are of equivalent values, no? At least presupposes equivalent values, or at most or almost equivalent value of that of the other. Okay? A contract of sale is nominate because there is a specific name given by the civil code, and it's called sale, contract of sale. Okay. There are three stages in a contract of sale. We have the preparation or conception. This is the time where parties shows interest in the contract. Nag-negotiate pa lang sila dito. Okay, negotiation stage or preparation stage. The moment, okay, no, they agreed as to the object and the price, concurrence of essential elements of the sale, they give rise a perfected contract of sale. Magkakaroon na ng meeting of minds. And after perfection, now they will perform their obligations, consummation stage or death of the contract of sale or performance. Begins when the parties perform their respective undertakings, the seller to transfer ownership and to deliver the thing, and the buyer to pay the price certain money, and then therefore resulting in the extinguishment of the sale. Okay. Nature of obligations created for the seller, again, to transfer ownership and to deliver possession of the subject matter. This is very important, to deliver possession. Okay? For the buyer to pay the price certain in money or its equivalent. Okay? What does it mean when we say sale is only a title? Okay. The sale is only a title. Contract of sale does not transfer the ownership of the subject matter. Hindi porke may contract of sale is transferred na yung ownership. It merely creates title, no? It is merely a title that creates the obligation to transfer ownership and a mode thereof. Because the contract of sale transfer no real rights. Kasi ownership and possession is transferred through delivery or tradition. Ang tawag sa delivery, tradition. Okay? So delivery transfers ownership. That is the general rule. Okay.